A severe thunderstorm warning in effect for eastern Benton County. There's a moisture plume which is basically situated right over the area that's led to a lot of instability as daytime heating's mixed up the atmosphere. And man, it was ugly hot today, wasn't it? We also got a severe thunderstorm watch that's just for northwest Arkansas now till about 11 o'clock. I'm going to get right to radar, show you guys what's happening out here. This is a look at the showers and storms that are underway here in parts of northeast Benton County. It's been issued for 1 inch size hail. That's near 1 inch in Rogers, 1 inch out towards Clifty. This is tracking towards the east and southeast. There's a better look at it. Now, what we're looking at with these storms, in addition to the hail risk, is also going to be a threat for potentially getting a little bit in the way of some damaging winds. They wouldn't be widespread; they would be localized and pretty much isolated to some of the stronger areas of. Stronger storms that collapse really is where the strongest winds would be. You can see out there now, though, those showers and storms are really kicking. Let's see if this pops up. There you go. That's out there towards Bella Vista. That's looking west northwest at the heavy rainfall. More heavy rain is about to move in towards Bella Vista. This particular cell that you're looking at on the camera is actually not the severe one. The severe one is just to the east. That one's out there around eastern Benton County, pretty much right over Beaver Lake. Let's get into this thing a little bit closer and see what it looks like. So we have these showers and storms still kicking here in northern Benton County. The strongest cell looks to be here north of Prairie Creek. That's going to be uh, perhaps right along Muldoon Road and West Circle Road, as well as Cessna Road here on the east side of Rogers, East High Meadow Drive, and then back west along West High Meadow Drive, East and West High Meadow Drive. And those are all going to be tracking towards the east and towards the northeast. These showers and storms here should continue for us for the rest of this evening. And I think that these we'll be looking at, let me update this text here so it doesn't get too confusing. I think we're looking at more storms that move through during the overnight as well, and those probably hit close to midnight or so. So it's going to be just a little bit later into the overnight hours. But those two cells here are the strongest ones. You have the one over Rogers and one over northern Madison County. But look at this stuff in Bella Vista. I mean, good night. It is really coming down here. This is going to be along. There's Cooper Road. Here's Forest Hills Boulevard on the west side. Here's Lancashire, and then moving back to the south, Chelsea Road right there moving east, and that's going to be out towards Lake Norwood and Wellington Road. That particular cell is moving east. This is actually a really beneficial rain for us, and as of now, there's not a whole lot in the way of wind damage concerns at the moment. I'm gonna look at this a little closer and let's dig in here and let's see if this thing is doing anything down at the surface. I'll stop the radar and we'll switch over to a different product here and take a look at what's going on. So looking on a little closer, you can see the thunderstorm here near 1 inch hail. That's north of Clifty. So yeah, a little bit better there out towards the Clifty area where we have some of those stronger storms that are out there. The thunderstorm risk is going to be highest here in eastern Benton County and northern Madison County. That's where we're looking at the strongest storm. There's really nothing else down to the south for now. A couple storms out there around Mount Ida, but this fills in later tonight as the boundary is it's basically draped right on top of us. That's where the boundary is. So heading into the overnight hours, we'll probably get more of this stuff and dealing with the showers and storms into the overnight and early Saturday. I think they're probably still going to be ongoing on Saturday, so it's going to be a little tough to shake them here during the nighttime hours. I'm going to go back over to radar here with some of the street level tracking on and look at this one a little closer. Just curious what this looks like here with velocity. I think, boy, it's good to see the rainfall, isn't it? Let's loop this and let's just see what we can find here. See if there's any pockets here. Oh, I've got too many frames loaded. I loaded a lot this morning. Let's see here. Let's do 7 frames. So we're looking for the winds moving away and towards the radar here. Got the radar loaded up towards the radar from Fort Smith loaded. Red's away from the radar, green is towards the radar. So I don't see any bright colors in there right now that indicate any wind damage. So let's check and see if well, this product's not the best for hail. Let's see here. What happens is what the radar products are doing is they're looking at the water content in the air. You know how much water content's in the air right now? Take your glass of iced tea and set it on the porch. The thing's going to sweat like crazy. So it's not a true accurate representation of hail because the radar's looking at the water content. And when you have so much water content, the ice makes it look even worse than it is. But nonetheless, this is the area that we'd be watching here for some hail. It would stretch here from around Prairie Creek back down through Rambo Riviera and then out towards West Liberty in the northern part of Madison County and eastern parts of Benton County. That's where the heaviest part of that storm is. And then moving back over towards the west southwest, let's see what else is going on out here. Take it closer to, let's see what sunset looks like out there this evening. There we go. How about that? You can see that thunderstorm out into the distance underway. It's looking live from Springdale, looking northbound. So that's actually the storm that's out there in the Springdale area. These storms are all part of that front that's draped across the region. But later tonight, we're actually going to get more in the way of storms. I want to show you guys this with temperatures. This is just, I mean, my goodness, this is hot. It's 98 degrees out at X and A. We have rain nearby. Rain cooled air. What did it fall to? Rogers fell down to 84. Isn't that nice? No, because it's still really humid. But a little bit of lower temperatures in there, it looks like. Thankfully, with the rain cooled air. And if we back on out here, you can see how that boundary is situated from the northwest to southeast. Here's a loop of it as it comes to life here, and those clouds bubbling up with daytime heating. Those cumulonimbus clouds. The track of that takes it southeastward, though. Really, in the overnight, we're going to get more. Fort Smith's 98, Southsaw's like 99. Let me see if I can turn on the heat index on this thing. I think I can, and you guys are going to. Holy cow, look at this thing. What is that? KSAG? That's Springdale. The heat index is 119. That might be a little overdone. I don't know. Are you melting in that area? It's the heat index in Sallisaw is 112, 110 in Fort Smith, 111 in Poto. It hasn't come down in Bentonville yet. It was 105 earlier. I think I looked at it at one point in the day today. It was 106. So the heat index is super duper high, and this doesn't make it feel a whole lot better out there. Let's go hour by hour real quick here and show you what's going on through time. I'm going to load these frames in real time, so it may look a little bit wonky for you. I just got home from work and taking a look at some of the weather. I noticed there was some rain out there already, and it looks like we got more storms coming later on tonight. So I'm going to load the high-res model, and I'm going to start this thing. Let's see, that's the 21. It goes 8 hours. We'll back it up. Let's load this to where we start. What do you think, guys? Here about the HRRR doesn't have a handle on this because it is what time is it? Almost 6. That's what the model is showing at 6. That's bogus. Someone's out to lunch. Let's try this one. This is the North American model. This should have a little bit of a better feel on it. And this is usually what we do in the morning is we'll look at different models. We look at different runs to see what the storms look like if the model's initializing it correctly. This one didn't handle it either. So the models didn't pick up on this stuff. With that front draped in the area, though, you kind of had to know, and I mentioned it this morning, something's going to pop up on it. I mean, come on, you've got a front and it's like 100 outside with so much moisture you can't even breathe. Going back over to this, I think it probably does handle this better through the overnight. You can see some of these showers and storms coming up here. This takes us through the late evening. Actually, it may have been off on timing during the overnight. Look at that stuff, man. That is heavy. This is going to be after midnight into the early morning hours. And then even tomorrow morning, this stuff should still fester here in northwest Arkansas. So that's what it's going to look like here, guys, for tonight and tomorrow as you get these showers and storms. We're on the northeast side of the high pressure ridge. So that northeast side is where you're getting the clockwise flow. And so those storms are going to track from south to north. And that's why we're seeing those showers and storms develop like they are and move around that general direction. They're moving more southeast, and that's because of the way that the atmosphere is flowing around that high pressure ridge. Looking out there, and boy, did it just start raining? That looks like a cobweb. I don't think that's rain. That's out there on Beaver Lake, and that's looking east. You can see those puffy cumulus clouds, which have started to develop out there. And I think we probably do end up with some rain eventually here in this area with the showers and storms that are going to be moving through. And those should all track across the region here for the overnight and, again, that first part of the day tomorrow with the thunderstorm. So one more look at radar here, and I'll let you guys get back to it on your Friday evening. We have showers and storms ongoing from Bentonville out towards Little Flock, Prairie Creek, Rogers, all of East Benton County. Nothing really south of that at all from like Bentonville south. This is mostly northern Benton County that's getting these heavy showers and storms. There's another look at it here, and that's going to be some lightning, some thunder out around Bella Vista. I'm going to start you guys from west to east. Let's just cover it all. Here's 49 running north-south. So I think we've got the Highland exit right here, right? Right there. So the Highland exit's right here moving to the east, and that takes you out towards Highlands Boulevard. You got Glasgow running north. I'm going to zoom out here, and then you can see out towards Hiwassee. We've got some storms along Forest Hills Boulevard, and it keeps running right along Highlands. It looks like north of 49 is where some of this is the heaviest. I see some heavier cells here between Doug Hill and the south part of Bella Vista. That's going to be along Kingsland Road. It looks like some of the heavier showers are along Chelsea Road. So that's over there on the west side of the highway 71. Riordan Road's got some, and then west of that, looks like we've got some along London Drive and Harlow Drive with some heavy showers and storms. The northeast part of Bella Vista, this is kind of right there where you've got your Bella Vista bleeds over into Pea Ridge, Lancashire running east on 340 out there towards, I believe that's Bethel Road, Cranefield Drive, some heavy showers and storms. Um, then moving back to the south, you've got Looney Road here, Pickens Road running north, and these showers and storms I think are going to just keep on going for us as we head into the late night hours, and then again into tomorrow with the a complex of storms developing. That intersection of Commonwealth and Looney Road getting to Pea Ridge looks pretty nasty right now with some of the heaviest cells right there on um, Westerham Lane and Phantom Drive. These are some weird words. I don't know what Cooper was thinking when they came up with this, right? All right, let's go back to the south here in North Bentonville. These showers and storms are ongoing. This is going to be, where are we? Oh, here's Tiger right there. So Tiger is going to be running east-west. There's Mom's house up here along Northeast J. And you've got showers and storms still ongoing here from Walton out to the east. Looks like the north part of Bentonville is getting this a little bit more. Valley View Circle, North Haven Drive, Hillcrest, Northwest Linebarger Lane, Northwest A. And then west of that, Hidden Springs Creek along North Walton. And then when you turn off Walton over towards Northwest Harvard and Northwest Crichton, we have showers and storms coming down pretty good here. This area here was just trashed in that wind that we had in May. I mean, this was some of the worst wind damage I saw out there looking at this in the northwest part of Walton. It was bad. Looking out at the velocity, let's see if we got any wind going on. There's some wind, but it's not bad. The wind here doesn't look like it's anything to be concerned about. Um, where are we at here? The storms let up a little bit along Northwest 5th and Northwest 3rd. Again, out there towards Tigers, really where it's coming down the heaviest. I think that's probably going to be tracking east out towards 72. And of course, this time of day, it kind of sucks because you have all that traffic coming home and you have all that rainfall. It slows things down and people don't know how to drive anyway. So you end up with showers and storms slowing things down even more. That's going to be out there towards J Street, looking south at some of that heavy rainfall. Don't see any hail within it. The atmosphere is so warm; it's a little tough to get some of the hail to go with these storms. It is possible though. The shear is high enough today for some hail. And you move out from Tiger east on 72, so act like you're going out towards P Ridge, and then you have Central right in here, and you got the Casey's there on the corner, and then the neighborhood market farther to the west. Let's see, new update there. Where did that take us? Let's see. There's John DeShields. There's East Central running south. So we'll take it just north of the new home office. Here's Central running east and west. Get your bearings on there, Garrett. And then there's Moberly Lane and Southeast 8th Street. So the 8th Street exit's got some light rain, but it's a lot heavier north of that up along 72. Looks like that stretches east towards North 2nd Street, out there around Little Flock. Some of the heaviest around High Plains and Rolling Meadows Drive along Little Flock Drive. And then additional storms around Clover Lane, Fairchild Lane, and Hilltop Drive. That's between 72 and 94, a little hilly up in that area. Avoca, Brightwater, also seeing those showers and storms. Nice little cell here. That's along East High Meadows. I think I've said that 3 times. That's west of Deer Ridge Road and north of. I said Cessna. Maybe it's Cessna. I don't know. Someone's probably going to email and tell me sooner or later, right? And then it looks like these storms all move east and move on out. So that severe thunderstorm warning still in effect here for north central Benton County, with the heaviest showers and storms passing over Rogers on the east side of Rogers, and especially getting in towards the Bentonville area, North Bentonville. I was going to see if I could pull up Tiger Boulevard's camera here looking southbound. Let's see. And there it is. Traffic's moving pretty good. Not as heavy as it typically is. Got some wind. Look at the bottom right. See the trees blowing around. Nothing like we had in late May, though, right? Um, And that's looking towards the central exit. That's going to be central there on the right. Battlefield's, I believe, directly ahead of you on that overpass. So those storms will keep cruising southeastward and moving on out. Anyway, just wanted to let you know what to expect here. I'm going to zoom out. Let's go to a really super big view here. See what's cooking here. I'm going to zoom way out. I'm going to load maybe 30 frames will do. And then we can see how these things are all scattered out across the region. See the general direction of the storms though. So the high pressure ridge actually moved. It's moving west. We call it retrograding, but you end up with the clockwise flow around the high. So these little short waves or disturbances rotate around that. That's why these storms are taking on more of that northwest to southeast flow in the atmosphere. So you're seeing those showers and storms move in that direction. We'll see that again tonight into tomorrow. Matter of fact, some of them may actually move more due south with not only the cold pool that develops from the cool rain aloft, not at the surface. You guys don't get that till next week. But we could see additional storms develop. The watch goes until 11 o'clock tonight. I think we probably do get another one that probably goes till maybe 4 or 5. I'm thinking it's going to be closer to about 2 a.m. when this stuff finally starts to move on in. May try to load another previous run here just to see if we can get a feel for some of this stuff. Let's load, why don't we back up and load the 18 Zulu run here. This one ran at 1 o'clock today. Let's see if I had a better handle on this stuff. It had one little blob. Oh, you guys can't see anything. Hang on here. Let's see if I can pull this up. There you go. Didn't really handle it that well. It's all keying in on it later tonight. Like it's thinking it's not going to be here. The stuff that's out there now didn't get picked up on any of the models. But you knew it had to rain, right? I mean, you got a front stalled out in the area. One last look at the good old radar here. Showers and storms tracking southeast. You got that warning for East Rogers, 1-inch hail, North Madison County, as well as Carroll County under the warning. Nothing else out there for now, but you guys will see more showers and storms later on tonight and overnight. Hey, the Twisters movie, it came out. You can buy it. I bought it on Prime. I think it was like 26, 27 bucks. So I'm gonna try to scare the kids and watch that tonight. And if the weather gets a little hairy, I'll get out of bed and we'll talk about it and see what happens. See you guys back next time.